Hello everybody, this is Nick speaking. Welcome back to another episode of City Skylines After Dark. This is episode number 26, and I think today we are going to actually work out, some of this wonkiness we have with the highway here, because, yeah, this is bothering me already. And I think it needs to be fixed. So, yeah. Basically, it means I'm taking all this out and rebuilding it so that is a constant width away from the other side over here. Because if not, it is going to keep bugging me. So basically what I'm going to do is every once in a while, I'm just going to draw a line out, kind of like that. Out 90 degrees, and basically take all these ends and connect them together. That's apparently a road there. Oh, that's our, road for the, thing, isn't it? The, nuclear power plant. Yeah, that thing. So yeah, basically, every one of these, so we got those in, and then I'm just gonna, take this, go at a 90-degree angle, and basically figure out the curvature for all of these roads, which for some reason don't want to go in, because apparently I'm building these too close to one another. Alright, so that means we need to go a little bit further away. Yeah. Basically, this way I can keep all these roads kind of nice and parallel, and our highway doesn't look like crap then. Okay, so we do need one maybe somewhere around here. See if we can find a snap point. There's one right there. Basically, this is going to help us to keep everything kind of lined up nice and neat, and this is the only one we're going to have issues with still. So there we go. And let's get that one snapped in, and right on it. There we go. Alright, so basic things, now I get to remove all of these little connection things. And we get to upgrade the road to the road type that it's supposed to be. And yeah. So now the big issue is we have to reverse all these roads that are going the wrong way, which seems to be all of them. Because I don't know why. It just is. And let's connect you back in, because you're kind of important. And there's the gravel road. There we go. Alright, so you get connected back in, sure, right there. Alright. So there we go, we got our power back in. We've got a highway that actually runs straight alongside one another now, rather than doing a weird in and out weird thingamajig, so that's nice. And yeah, basically it allows me to have all this area over here to do stuff with, but I think today what I want to tackle is maybe making a little area where we're gonna have a bit of commercial going on again, because we do have a pretty good demand for it, and I'm kind of thinking we have Where was I gonna put you again? Oh, kinda over here in Cozy Park, we got this... Thinking kind of up here towards this front area over here. Across from our nice big tourist area. We kind of just do some, like, lots of shops in this little area here, and... I think that's actually a pretty good spot to do it in, so... Basically, it means I'm going to have this area filled with shops. And I can basically make a few parallel roads here. And I think this one I'm going to also connect back over the main road over here, just so that way I have something a little bit more consistent, and basically you're just able to get in here and have a shopping area, so yeah. We'll actually expand that one a little bit, so we got some more room here to build stuff in, and do these power lines need to stretch across there? No, they do not anymore. Alright, so we can move power lines. And yeah, that just gives us a nice big area to zone in. This is all going to be low-density commercial. That includes here along the main road. And right over here as well. So yeah, this one dead ends on both sides, just... So it's kind of like a dead-end road, and then this just has an extra in and out, and if you want to come over from the tourist area, you just need to... Actually, how would you get over here? Because all of these go outward. So if you want to get in, I suppose it means you're having to turn all the way back here and go around, doesn't it? I'm also realizing this ramp is no longer needed there, since everything is only exiting here. So there's going to be no reason I have to go back that way and on. Yeah. Alright. So we can remove that, I suppose. And that also allows us to maybe re-upgrade this back a little ways. It will allow us to have the lanes kinda... No, that's not good. You want to make sure you flow smoothly, don't slow down at all. So yeah, work's going into here, but from here over, that's what I want, and so from here over to here, how do you actually even get over here? I never really left a way, did I? The easiest way would be to basically get on here and actually drive all the way back, which isn't really the most efficient way of doing things. Yeah, because we just have this kind of weird sort of intersection-y thing here, because I didn't want to have a sort of traffic issue here. Because we were definitely having one of those, and it just wasn't doing anything for us, so yeah, basically meant this gets to all flow off here, turn into the different parts of the district, and the highway just kind of reinstantiates and goes over to here into this giant thing. And yeah, this area also gets a ton of traffic still. So Seems like a lot of it just decides to be like, hey, we're gonna go down this way and then turn around here and go across the bridge, which, again, not really what I want, but there's not really a way to get from here over to here. That would be easy to do. So yeah, I suppose any traffic that wants to go... This isn't the best area to get in and out of, is it? Especially if you're trying to go anywhere, pretty much. Because this traffic from here, if you get on, only filters you this way. And then this doesn't even filter inward. And then this over here can only go that way. This is kind of a mess here, isn't it? But I don't know how else I would be able to do it and make it less of a mess, because there's just so much different things going on here that we're trying to accomplish with all of this, and traffic flowing across the bridge is this is pretty smooth here, but then you get down here and this is, like, what's going on here? It makes no sense anymore. And I don't really like that about this area. I feel a lot of it is due to just that, hey, we're trying to take all these different bridges and different ways and combining them together in this one. The only way to go this way from here or go that way from here is to go down into here and turn around. That might be why we have this issue. If there was an easier way to put in something to turn around, we probably wouldn't have that issue. But when I had this up here to go into that, to go that way, it just caused more traffic problems. I hate to say it. This is actually preferable to that. You know, if this is what works better, I suppose it makes the most sense to keep it this way. Yeah, I mean, it still looks pretty nice. You have a lot of stuff going on here. Yeah, this gets me though too, because I mean, getting into the district, you just go up here, take this off-ramp, and all of a sudden you're over here next to the seaport. So that works to get in, but to get out, you have to go over here at this point. There is no other out. Which is an oversight on my part, but... So, to me that means I need to make a way to get out of here. Maybe that would be an idea. So, our stadium here. I'm gonna move you for now. Then I'm actually going to remove this road. That also means moving this police station. We'll just put you there. Alright, so that's removed. Now we take an upgraded road. I'm going to use one of the nice big 6-lane roads. And basically what I'm going to do is take this, go straight up this way, and I'm basically going to make an on-ramp to the highway both directions. Because I don't know how else I'm going to be able to do this. I guess we'll put a police station there then. And yeah, I'll just build that up to there. This is going to be a hard intersection to... That is the other thing here, because we do have these connections that need to stay. Suppose that could go to there. But yeah, that can't really connect there anymore, can it? Also means that this was going to go in like that, which is fine. And yeah, let's actually stick you back in there. Over a little bit. So you've got that. We get the zoning back in. Maybe not there so much. Stadium gets to move back to its original location. And then, yeah, basically just relies on me connecting this going in, and actually we can start it from back here. So we get a 3-lane kind of coming up this direction. That's just gonna kind of connect right on in where I can find room for it. It's not liking me so much, is it? There we go. There's that inward connection there. And then we get to kind of do another one here. This one is gonna go up and over the road. And actually, this has to connect in somewhere. That allows this traffic to split. Half of it's gonna need to do. Maybe this was done a little prematurely, because I need the space now. That road back. And yeah, that's basically where the roads end now. So we can do sort of a page down thing here. This one, and then we'll kind of split this off back into 2 again. So we'll have one that more or less just kind of goes back here and connects into the main road again. And we get kind of that going there, and then we get another one that needs to go up. If it'll let me. There we go. And yeah, that's gonna have to get removed. We'll put it back in a little bit. But yeah, I more or less need to connect this in to the main road somehow, which also looks like means moving the fire service will put you there, I suppose. And yeah, this is not going to be easy. There we go, right there. also it's about maybe doing something like that. That'll allow us to won't, because there is a pillar there in the way. So yeah, we get to add extra area for that road, and if I can, I would like to, there we go, connect in there. And then we'll just need to kind of take this and somehow a connection to the main road again. Although we're kind of out of here, aren't we? This is not easy. There we go. I think that will allow us to get this connection in a lot easier. Alright, so a connection somewhere in this mess. That goes from one road to another, but apparently I can't help but snap to one of the two roads, so... There we go, right there. That's good. There we go. I'm actually gonna do that because I can. So yeah, basically means we have this intersection here. Allows us to get traffic out of everywhere. This is just going one way, that way as well, just so I can say, hey, all this traffic is leaving, and makes this a lot less chaotic than trying to get traffic coming in to leave the area right away. So it still kind of forces you down to this main road, but then you can just get on the highway, go either direction, and... Okay, well, technically here it's more of a, exit going, you're actually taking this one lane, this takes you out, and this one will take you so you can get to this stuff over here. So it means we get an in here, which also goes here just in case you're coming from over here. And then you get an out over here, which goes both directions. Wish the in would work a little bit better, but as it stands now, it's fine. And hopefully it means this doesn't build up as badly. Although it seems like it still is, so... I don't know, maybe problem not solved? Seems like a lot of traffic's just... Over here, traffic's not so bad again. Highways sure carry a lot of traffic, though, especially... And then your main streets as well, especially this main street here. Wish this was... There was a way to better do this. With that. Okay, that's even worse, because this is all waiting for this to go. So yeah, it's like everybody's trying to get in this way, and they're going over here because they all want to get off, I'm guessing, is what's going on. See, and over here we kind of have this sort of roundabout thing going here, even though it's not really a roundabout. And yeah, we're getting the same sort of effect over here, too, every once in a while when a car tries to merge in. Which is really bizarre. I mean, it's like all this traffic is going up and over this way, going over back this way, and... can't imagine that's gonna get much better. So maybe it's time to rethink this little area here. Yeah, I think so. So let's figure this out. So we got that as an exit. This is an entrance. This needs to still be both, I believe. Alright, so let's figure out. We've got this and these two, which need to all join in, and then this, so... Alright, so... here's what's going on. First, we're going to take these little ramps out. And take all these ramps, remove them all, including that road. This back down to basically nothing other than just the main roads. Alright, so this needs to connect back into there. This can go back up to 3 lanes, at least for now. Back. Alright, so there's that. Then we've got this road up here, which we have these parallel one-way roads. This one needs to go down and into there. And this one goes down. And this one needs to go over that way, but apparently these are too close, so we're going to curve this one a little bit when we go down. Which also means that this needs to not be 12 units long, but 11. So there we go, that allows that to connect up. This apparently needs to be reversed. Alright, so step 1, these are connected together. That looks like kind of an awkward connection, so we're going to fix that as well. Alright, step 2, we need to give ourselves exits so we can be able to connect to the both directions on the highway here. So we'll do that one. And we'll... yeah, this is going to be interesting as well, because we're going to have to go up and over these for sure. Right, back down. Really far down. also that made a kind of awkward approach there, so... Now we need to fix that. Alright, that's a little less awkward, but still kind of awkward. There we go. That's ramp. That's the ramps for that to exit. Then we're also going to want ramps to enter here. Alright, so that also gives us another sort of road thing here. We get one coming this way pretty easily. Then we also need one to more or less... This one can actually stay down here close to the ground, I'm hoping. At least through most of this. Then we go up here. If it'll let me. Over. Down. Into there. Alright, so that gets us our connections in and out of here on this side. Then we're also going to need our connection to up there to get on. To get off, I should say, which will be getting on the bridge. So there's that one. Then we need one to go from this way to get onto the bridge, which means we need a ramp which basically goes from here over to there. I squeeze you under, maybe. And then we can page up here. Is there enough room here for this? I don't think so. No, there isn't. We're too close to that, so that won't work. Alright, how about starting here? We can still go under that. Then we need to go up really quickly. And we don't have the room for that either. Okay, so next, try tunnel. Alright, so have a tunnel. That is gonna have to go up here and in, and space is occupied. Lovely. Alright, so occupied space. Why do you like to be occupied? There we go. Give ourselves that ramp. And then we need, basically from here, back out to the highway. So this one will be easy. This one, I can basically just do that. And connect you back in when you go out that way. And this one, to go over there, that's going to be a difficult one again. I think I can join from off over here, maybe? Somewhere? No, because it won't let me cross the tunnel with a raised road. I don't understand why, but it won't. Sometimes I don't understand this game's logic, but... And that's probably too close to the other one. That one is hitting the pillar there. How about if we go up? Is that... No, we can cross then. And then I think we're just kind of gonna have to go over here and... And I think we're just gonna have to remove some houses here to get this in. And hopefully snap you, and yeah, there we go. Alright, so that gets from these all taken care of, and I think we're just gonna make these like ramps. Leaving and going in, and then these don't like me because they're just being like, hey, why are we not crossing the bridge? Because, yeah, we're... If I do that, does traffic just flow through there? So I will make it all this way. Alright. So yeah, the only traffic we really have then that needs to get on that can't is this traffic over here. Basically. Basically, I've taken this road and eliminated the connection it has. Is what's going on here. And is this all going to filter out, or are we going to have serious issues doing this? Once this queue's gone, we should know the answer to that. Seems like this is emptying out pretty easily. Alright, so... Come on. Come on. No, you can do it. So if that's the case, why is this road so big then? Yeah, this road doesn't even need to be 3 lanes then. We can shorten this one down to 2. And that also allows us to have parking along the side of the street again. This will all filter out, and we can get this traffic moving. Please, let's get this traffic moving. No, this is just queuing up really far now, and... Come on. Maybe this needs a state highway? Maybe if we do that, it will help traffic filter better. Yeah, we're piling up onto the highway on both sides now. Which wasn't the intended resolution for this. There's lots of people trying to cross the bridge here. Crossing this way, surprisingly not so much. I'm gonna actually reduce you down to 3 lanes now as well. So basically, oh, and actually this is getting better already. Maybe not so much over here, but yeah, these directions up here are all filtering in pretty well, so maybe this is the right way to go about this. Does that fix anything? Allowing them to go to all the lanes. Do that one as well. You can filter into whatever lane they want. Does that get everybody off, or does that just cause more issues? No, I cannot upgrade. I can upgrade those. So it means the transition is now underground, so I can upgrade that, upgrade that. Yeah, looks like that's helping. Once we get this clog out of here, maybe it will be a little bit easier to... We don't have to do all of that, but... Yeah, see, this is clogging up now too, rather than letting everybody across, so... Yeah, that's gonna have to stay like that. Going that direction. Here we can reduce it down to the smaller amount of lanes, I think. That allows us to at least get everything here in. Ugh. Trying to filter everything into a highway system is not the easiest thing to do. Especially when your connection is in a weird spot like this. I will admit that I did put that connection in a very awkward spot. Yeah, it seems like everything is flowing smoothly again, though, so that's always nice to know. That we have a long, very long line of cars going down the center lane right now. Might take a little bit to get that entire line flowing outward, and don't really want to mess with it because then it messes with all this stuff, which also piles up in here pretty significantly, because this is also a large road trying to filter into a highway and go across the river. Yeah. This road, not the best design. Because no matter what, I'm gonna have issues getting traffic in and out from over here. Alright, so what if I reduce this for now to just one lane? Is that gonna force all this traffic upward and around that corner a lot quicker? At least for now. Can we just force this all to keep moving? That's what I want, is to force all of this traffic to move. It just keeps piling up, though, too, which is the even more spectacular part about all of this. Yep, okay, so that fixed that, so we can re-upgrade that again. And yeah, it looks like we're getting a little bit of a pile up here on the highway for people trying to leave. And then a little bit here because people are trying to get on. Although in theory, this shouldn't allow them to turn whatever lane they want either. Because everybody's wanting the same lane right now. Because they are all trying to leave. These guys are all trying to enter, and it's just, you know. It's actually a little ridiculous how some of this filters in like that. And we're gonna upgrade you. Yeah, we're upgrading you back. Yeah. This is the most ridiculous ramp now. I mean, very ridiculous, because now everything is trying to get over into this one lane and do that. Go right there, and then it's probably going into all of this stuff, and ugh. Traffic management in this game is a thing that really needs a lot of work, and it's not very easy to do, especially when you get, like, lots of highways and get clogged a lot. And see, now it's just, you know, since it's getting nighttime, it's all slowing down again, and everything seems to be fine right now. There's a few areas, even within the districts, that always seem to be busy. This entire district has issues. That area, this main road through here has problems often. And yeah, just kind of, yeah, there's certain areas that just always carry a ton of traffic, and It's always backing up in those areas. But I don't really know what I can do about it, because we need to have, I mean, maybe that can be done here. Now that certainly helps that spot, but I can't do that in every spot where I have problems. I mean, like here, I could upgrade one of these roads to a larger road like that, but the amount of stuff I have to move to do it, and then I have to figure out on this end how to converge it back, and it's very bizarre how the simulation works in this. But anyways, they're way over time, so I think this is a good point to stop this episode. Yes, your vacation was extended, thank you. So anyways, that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!